Your morning routine is on point. Now it's time to create the perfect evening routine to make that even more effective. Hi, this is Neil Edge, the Entrepreneur Mindset Coach. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you're new to the channel, please do click that subscribe button to follow along on this journey. Okay, so your morning routine's on point. In this video, I'll provide you with 5 tips to create the perfect evening routine to ensure that the morning routine is even more effective. Okay, so let's get to it. Tip 1. Prepare your goals for the next day. I would recommend doing this 2 to 3 hours before you sleep. The reason for that is that when we sleep, the idea is that we want to prepare the brain to sleep and to slow things down a little bit. So 2 to 3 hours before, to think, to prepare. That will give us enough time for when we follow the next tips. If you can't, then obviously do them as soon as you can, but it really would be beneficial if you could prepare them as early as possible in the evening so that we can then go through this relaxing evening routine to prepare the brain to switch off. So that is tip number 1. Tip 2 is eating. This one's quite a difficult one, but it really is effective. Try to eat at least 2 to 3 hours before you sleep. The reason for that is that we need to, as I said, to slow things down a little bit. And protein, chicken, fish, things like that takes roughly 2 hours to digest. Carbohydrates even more, so up to 3 hours. So the body's working quite hard. We need to, as I said, slow things down. And so if we're able to eat earlier, then that really will help. I know it's not always possible, but just try and eat as early as you can. And what I'd also recommend is that try to eat smaller, lighter meals in the evening. That will help, as I said, to prepare the body, prepare the mind to slow things down. So really do try to eat as early as you possibly can before you sleep. And some people take a walk to aid the digestive process. That can also be beneficial. So try. It's quite an important tip. So try to eat as early as possible. 3, and this is an important one. Prepare your bedroom. What do I mean by that exactly? 3 points really. No tech. Try and leave your laptop, your MacBook, your iPad, your phones out of the bedroom if possible. Really very important. The blue light really does affect the quality of your sleep, and so try and leave your tech out of the bedroom as much as humanly possible. Try and use a different kind of alarm clock if you're using your phone as your alarm clock. So try to leave that out of the bedroom where you can. The second thing is lighting. We need, if you can, to dim the lights or use a small lamp where you can turn down the brightness. The body associates bright light with waking up. It's quite simple. So what we want to do is try and turn the lights down as low as we possibly can, which prepares the brain to sleep. It's quite an important one, that one. The final point is the temperature of your bedroom. Try and cool it down as much as possible. There has been numerous sleep studies that have proven that we get a better quality of sleep in a cooler bedroom. So really do try to cool the temperature down a little bit. Maybe open the window if it's secure to do so. So those 3 points really are important. As I said, we're trying to slow things down. We want to associate the bedroom with, with slowing things down, with really preparing the mind to sleep. And another little point to add on is that many people read in the bedroom. I would recommend not if you possibly can. The reason for that is the brain often becomes emotionally involved. Lots of emotions flow. You're reading, you're really concentrating. What we want to do though is, and I keep saying this, but it's really very important, is to slow things down. And so by reading, you're focusing on these emotions and everything that's happening in your book, but that's the opposite effect of what we want to do. So I would really, if you can, try and leave your, read before you go to sleep. And then when you go into the bedroom, you're there just to sleep. Point 4, meditation. I've mentioned this before in the previous video, of which I'll link down below. Meditation is really very important. Many people, though, say that they find it difficult to meditate, that meditation is complicated, that these 70,000 thoughts that I've mentioned running through their mind, they can't really sit down and focus on 5 or 10 minutes of meditation, but it takes time. And one of the things that help with that is guided meditation. I'll drop some links below of very good guided meditations. But meditation really is important. The brain has 5 different brain states operating at 5 separate frequencies. And what we're trying to do now is slow that down to one of the lower frequency brain states. So meditation is really very important for that. I know some people find it strange to sit there. Meditation though is not just for yogis, but there's nothing wrong with yogis doing it, but it's not just for them. Meditation is for everybody, and there have been numerous benefits provided by neuroscientists over the years to state these benefits of meditation. And especially as a freelancer, especially an entrepreneur, when your mind is running off the different projects that you're having to focus on, etc., etc. So, meditation really very useful. So I would highly recommend it. And like I say, don't be too stressed if for the first couple of times that you find it difficult. It takes time, but over a period of time, you'll be able to sit there and meditate for 10, 15, 20 to 30 minutes, no problem at all. So that's quite an important one. Positive affirmations, not just for the morning, also for the evening as well. As I recommended before, positive affirmations, to state them in the present tense, and positive affirmations, to use them, I would recommend using them during the last sort of 3 to 5 minutes, really, before you sleep. It's one of the lower brain states that we need to focus on is what we call the theta state. That's the period, if you like, which has been proven with numerous brain scans, which is easier for information to flow from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind at a very low frequency. That happens just as you wake up in the morning and as you're about to sleep in the evening. And so you could state your positive affirmations anytime, but I'm here to make them more effective for you with the research and the information that I've read over the years as a mindset coach. So super important, your positive affirmations. And as I said, to make them even more effective just before you go to sleep also. Just that sort of 2 to 3 minutes. Really very important. So I would highly recommend stating those affirmations each night before you sleep. Okay, that's the end of the video. I hope you found that very useful. I would love you to like this video. It really will help the channel if you like and subscribe. As I said, over the next sort of coming weeks and months and even years, I'll be providing many tips and hacks to help freelancers, to help entrepreneurs to be as productive and as healthy and just really operate in a positive mindset. Really important. And so I'll be providing these tips every week. So like I said, I'd love you to like and subscribe. And I look forward to interacting with you in the comments. Once again, thank you very much for watching.